morning students, myself Anup Kumar. It is my first video of this week and second video of this chapter. And students, today we will discuss about the congruent properties of two triangles. Okay, and this topic we will also discuss in class 9 and 10 also dear. Okay, so these topics are very important to you. So student, let's start the class. Okay, let's start with introduction. Okay dear, that is what is congruency. If one triangle covers the another triangle fully, or the area of and other parts of triangles are equal to each other, then we can say that the two triangles are congruent to each other. What are the three? What are the other parts of the triangles? If you will draw a triangle, if you are drawing a triangle, then you can see there are three parts, three sides, and three angles. These are the other parts of the triangles. Total three sides and three angles. Okay, students. So now we can say, so there are five main criteria to prove that two triangles are congruent to each other. What are these criteria? Let's see here. First, ASA criteria. A for angle, S for side, and A for angle. Again, it means if two angle and in between there is a side is equal to the another. First, in first triangle, if two angle and in between the side is equal to two angle and in between the side of the second triangle, then we can say that both triangles are congruent to each other. Okay. Second one, SAS criteria. It means two sides and in between the angle in first triangle is equal to the two side and in between the angle of the second triangle. Okay dear. Now, triple S criteria. If all the sides of the first triangle is equal to all the sides of the another triangle, then we can say that both triangles are congruent to each other. Now, double S criteria. It means first two angle and the next side is of first triangle is equal to same of the another triangle, then we can say that these two triangles are also congruent to each other. And the last one is RHS criteria. It means not right hand side. It means right hypotenuse side. If one right angle, one hypotenuse and one side of first triangle is same in the second triangle, then we can say that both triangles are congruent to each other. Okay students, so let's see the criteria, all the criteria one by one. Okay students, at first you can see if two triangles are congruent to each other by the above criteria, then corresponding parts of congruent triangles are also equal to each other. Okay, we will see when we will discuss these criteria. Okay students, now students, here you can see ASA criteria. Okay, angle side angle criteria. Okay dear, so what is this criteria? If we will suppose two triangles as triangle ABC and triangle DEF, okay, as shown below, here you can see if this is triangle ABC and this one is triangle DEF. Okay, now if two angles and one side is of this triangle is equal to this triangle, then we can say that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, so if we will say that angle B is equal to angle E, side BC is equal to side EF, and angle C is equal to angle F, then in that case we can say that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, and this is the sign of congruent. This is the sign of congruent. Okay dear, so if these two triangles are congruent, then other part, so that the rest part of this triangle will be equal to the rest part of this triangle. It means what? Angle A will be equal to D, AB side will be equal to D, and AC side will also equal to DF. And by the in what method? By CPCT. It means corresponding part of congruent triangles. Okay. So these are the ASA criteria, angle side angle criteria. Now let's move to the next criteria here. Next criteria is side angle side criteria. Again we will suppose two triangles as triangle ABC, triangle DEF. Okay. Let's draw it ABC and DEF. Okay. Now here by the name shows that two sides and one angle in between. So if AB side is equal to DE side and AC angle A is equal to angle D and side AC is also equal to side DF, then we can say that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay. And if these two triangles are congruent to each other, then again the rest part of this triangle is also equal to the rest part of this triangle. It means what? And by method what? By CPCT. And these two triangles are congruent. So by CPCT we can say that angle B equals to angle E like this. Okay. Now let's move to the next part, next criteria here. This criteria is triple S criteria. It means all sides of first triangle will be equal to the second triangle. So suppose again two triangles as triangle ABC and triangle DEF as shown below. You can see here triangle ABC and the second one is triangle DEF. Okay. So if side AB is equal to side DE, side BC, AC at first, is equal to side DF and side BC is equal to side EF. Okay. So we can say that if all the three sides of this triangle is equal to all the three sides of this triangle, then we can say that this triangle is congruent to this triangle. Okay. And always keep in mind this is the congruent sign here. So we have to write in between it. Okay. And if these triangles are congruent, the rest part of this triangle will be also equal to the rest part of this triangle. What is the rest part? All the three angles. Angle A will be also equal to angle D and angle B equals to equal to angle E and angle C is also equal to angle F. Okay dear? So this is the triple S criteria. Now let's move to the next criteria, AAS criteria, double AS criteria, angle side. Okay. First we have read that what we have read? First we have read ASA criteria. So is there any similarity between these two criteria? No. Why? Because here you can see in this criteria side should be lie between two angles, but here not. Here two angles should be adjacent and one side should be after that. Okay dear. So do not confuse if you are applying these criteria. Okay. So here you can see suppose two triangles are triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Let's draw it again. Triangle ABC, this one, and triangle DEF, this one. Okay. Now, so if two angles, any two angles, okay, if we will draw angle A, okay, then angle A is equal to angle D, okay, and again adjacent angle B is equal to angle E. It can be angle C and F also dear. Okay, no problem. Any two angles. But it should be adjacent. And the side after that we can say BC is also after the side and AC is also. Okay, so if we have written A first and D equal B and E, then we are going anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so in that case BC should be equal to EF. BC should be equal to EF. So these are the criteria. If angle AD equal, BE equal and BC side EF equal to EF, then in that case this triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Then again rest part of this triangle should be equal to rest part of this triangle. It means what? That angle C will be equal to F. Okay, by CPCT. Angle C equals to EF, AC equals to DF and side AB is also equal to D. So this is the double AS criteria, angle side criteria. Okay, students, I hope that you all have understood. Now let's see one last criteria there. The name of the last criteria is what? RHS, right hypotenuse side criteria. Okay, so suppose two triangles as triangle ABC and triangle DEF, but here you can see that their names suggest that right hypotenuse side. It means the triangle should be a right angle. So if we will draw a triangle, a right angle, triangle ABC, and another triangle, triangle DEF, you can see both are right angle at B and at E. Okay, so if it is given that right, it means what? Angle B is equal to angle E, one right angle. Then hypotenuse, it means what? AC equals to DF. Hypotenuse will be what? The hypotenuse is always the side opposite to the right angle. You can see right angle, this is right angle. So side opposite to it is AC. Here you can see E is the right angle. So side opposite to is what? DF. So these two are the hypotenuse. Okay, dear. And one more thing, that hypotenuse cannot be straight line. It should be always a slanting line. Okay, dear. And any one side, it could be AB and D or BC and EF. Okay. Right now I am taking BC and EF. So any one side is equal to each other. Then in that case we can say that the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay. So now other parts of this triangle is also equal to this triangle. It means angle A will be equal to D, AB equal to DE, and angle C equals to angle F also by CPCT. Congruence part of congruent triangle, corresponding part of congruent triangle. So this is RHS criteria. So these are the 5 criteria, students, we've used to prove or to find the value of the rest part of the angle. Mainly we will use these criteria to prove two triangles are congruent to each other, or the other parts of the first triangle is equal to another part of the next triangle by that. Okay, students, so I hope that you all have understood. Okay, students, so you have to do some assignment work at your home, dear. What you have to do, you have in R.S. Sarwal book, you have to solve exercise 16A question number 8 to 14 and exercise 16B question number 6 to 10. And please learn all the congruency rule. Okay, dear, which I have just explained. So thank you, dear.